Hello everyone and welcome to Gemma's Window. If you have followed the calculations in the box below and determined you're a power year number 8, then you're at the right place. Hi 8s. Now 8s, you only have to calculate your power year number once for the entire year of 2020. The monthly numbers change, and that's where I come in. So 8, you're also in the month of 8. How do you like them apples? And so far, through all these readings that I have been doing, they've been quite volatile and all over the place. And I can only imagine it's because you're in the thick of it. You're in the year of 8 and you're in the month of 8. Now, 8 is the most karmic number that we've got, and so you can be being rewarded for past efforts. You can be being punished for past things, even things in past lives. That's where it gets a little confusing, 8s. And you can have a financial windfall. You can have a reversal of fortune as an 8. So we are shuffling, and we are going to start with business 8s, and we are going to look at 8s with jobs and then 8s without jobs, looking for jobs. And I do want to remind you that all words are for you during your reading. So if the romance section fits your job, if the job section fits your romance, then those words are for you, and you'll know what's for you and what might be for another 8 listening somewhere and has nothing to do with you. So another thing about 8, as I pull our cards, is that we don't want you to be a victim this year, is that you've got an opportunity in this year where you're going to be given situations perhaps where you feel like, why me? Why did that happen to me? What is happening? Why are things always happening to me? What is going on? And so on and so forth. And that's what the universe wants, because it keeps giving you an opportunity to say, well, I'm not a victim. What do I have to do to fix it? I'll just do something to fix it. That's all. I want my power back. If I don't blame, I don't give my power away. I keep it all to myself. So I have cards in front of me, and it looks as though, okay, my 8s, we're talking about business, and we're talking about those of you, what to expect from the workplace in the month of September. And it just looks to me like there's a second chance of something coming, another chance of working with someone or achieving something. And it looks as though there may have been some kind of scuffle, or there may have been some kind of blame given. And it resolves itself, however you still decide to leave. Now, only you will know what that means. If it means leaving one office to work at another, if it means leaving the job altogether. It's like there was some kind of a struggle, and then when you finally got there to the good part, you figured out you don't really want it anyway. The only thing that I would suggest, because it's not you being fired, it's you leaving a place of security willingly. The only thing I would say is not to do anything in haste, because the card number is 5, and 5 is about adventure and travel and jack of all trades and master of none. And you might just be thinking that, I don't need this. I don't need them. That was a pain in my butt. I don't want that to happen again. I want to change. I'm good. I can get something else. See, somebody offered me something. And it's this feeling of cutting off your nose to spite your face. It's like, don't be hasty. Don't be hasty. But another thing that this could mean is that you were kind of coasting along in something that you thought was okay. It's okay. It pays the bills, and It's not the most exhilarating thing, but that you might get another offer of something that you think, holy mackerel, I can't believe it. It finally came through. And you do go for it. You do go for it. Very interesting, eights. And you know, I have to tell you, this is a very different feel than the other readings that I've done. But you're in a very different year. You're meant to be rewarded and finding the right jobs and things like that in this year. So that's very, very exciting. Let's take a look for eights who are looking for work or who maybe have just put out signals. Maybe they already have a job and they're looking for something else, which we may have already answered, because something else may come in with what the reading we already did, is that something comes out of nowhere and you're able to move on to it. So our eights who are looking for work, eights, there's conflict here, and there's a sense of stubbornness that I'm getting from you. Well, if I can't have that, I don't want that. And if there's too much trouble and there's too many signs that, you know, maybe the universe doesn't want me to have it because I got a flat tire and I was on the way there and I got a flat tire, so that must mean I'm not supposed to get it, and my paperwork got lost, and that must mean I'm not supposed to get it. And I feel like you're backing yourself into a corner just this month, okay? Just this reading, and for just some of you. This isn't everybody across the board, but it's a very unique reading because it's saying that to get to plan, to get to B, you got to suck it up through A. And it may not feel comfortable, and it may not be pleasant, and you may not like the person who you're interviewing with, or you may not like the person who's going to hire you, or you may not like the distance of the position, but the reading is then sit home or suck it up. Because you've got to, it's like they say, it's easier to get a job when you're working. Well, there you are. It's easier to get a job when you're working. So just do it. Just get out there and do something. And not everything is going to be rosy all of the time. And now next month you're going into the month of endings, eights. So that could be, you know, some of you giving notice and leaving because something's better's come along, but it can also be the ending of that rough patch of doing a job that you don't like because you have to suck it up for a while, but you finally do work it out to get the boss, the department, or another job that you really like. But you're going to hang in there for a little while because you're getting experience, you're getting paid, and at least you can say you did it. Okay, eights, let's take a look at romance. For those of you who are in a relationship, so you might be, this is a very fertile card. So some of you eights may be getting pregnant or wanting to or going for it. And so let's see. It looks to me as though some of you may want, you're in a relationship, and some of you may want to grow a family, and yet there's a problem. It could just be the timing, the finances, your partner doesn't want it yet. It could be a fertility issue. You've got a very, very good card leading you to the direction of don't worry, it will work out. Don't worry, you'll get the right advice that you need. And you know, it looks to me like you're on a home stretch. It's like, it looks to me like you've made it through maybe a difficult patch, and maybe it has nothing to do with your loved one. Maybe it has to do with you. Maybe you were unhappy for a while over various things, or very unsure, or just feeling anxious. We feel anxious out of the blue all the time, right? We don't always know, well, where's that coming from? And it's your subconscious saying, well, I don't like something that happened 2 days ago, or I know that in a week, I have to go to an appointment I don't want to go to. So it just kicks in and you're not really sure. So it looks like you've really been working on yourself and you're coming a long way, and to just have patience. There's a lot more patience in whatever area you want to improve and grow this month of September. And that's the best that I've really got for you. There's nothing too much deeper. The only other thing I might add is to be patient with your loved one. If they say, I need more information on something, or I'm not quite sure about something, let me look into it. Let me look into that town or that city. Let me see if there's a branch of my office there. Let me see if I could make that work. Just to have faith in that, because you might be working a little quicker than them, or just be that type of person. Let's take a look if you're looking for love and you're an 8 in this month of September 2020. Anxious to see what this last card is going to be. Anxious to see. Okay. Well, it starts with the abandonment card. So whether you've been technically abandoned or not, but you may be feeling abandoned. You may be feeling unheard. You may be feeling, does this person get me? Or am I ever going to find somebody? Or I thought we were working together towards something and then they disappeared. Like, what is going on? And then it's like, boom. You're seeing somebody. Boom, they're back. And then again, they're gone. So for this month of 8, we want you, 8s, to not blame them. To not say, why does this always happen to me? Why do I find these weirdos? Why can't anything stay consistent? Why are all the good people taken? The universe is throwing you a taste of someone interesting this month of September. And it may not work out, or it may move slower or in a different direction than you want. But it wants you to realize that you don't have to sit and wait. You have a choice. You have a choice to take care of yourself and say, well, I'm not going to do this just because, I feel like I should, or hang-ups, or they want me to, or I'm not going to let it happen again. I'm just not. I'm not going to be a victim, and I'm not going to let it happen again. And I'm not going to let them fall off the face of the earth again, or I'm not going to tell myself I keep following and picking losers. I can't. I have to get over that and just say, well, whatever, the world will lead me to who I want. And if there's a pattern and I recognize that I always seem to be, dating homeless people, then maybe next time I won't date a homeless person. But it's up to you to get yourself out of the corner, out of this pickle and this predicament, and change it up a little bit, or accept a situation for what it is. Geez, I sound like I'm lecturing, and I don't mean to, 8s. I'm so sorry. Hey, 8s, if you would, come up with any question. Now, they can be about romance again. It can be about romance, job again. It can be about any old thing you'd like. But I will tell you, the more specific your question is, the more specific my answer can be. And you can tweak my answer, tweak the words, and just don't change the outcome, okay? You got your question? All specific like? Okay. Let's check it out, 8s. Ooh, we're off to a good start. God, please stay that way. Okay. Holy moly, cajoli. So what this says, 8s, is take that question and know you've either already fought for it, and that can include traveled for it, allowed for changes, accepted that you can't stay in one state when the job or the issue is in another state. And you might be saying to yourself, but I don't want to take the risk. How do I know it's going to work? It's going to work because you got the victory card. You got the victory card and the promotion card. So go after what you think you really want. Go after it. And do you know the card that's next to it is the wedding marriage card? It's also the card that says it's the culmination of all events where everything come together for you. So by you, as I said to you before, okay, I just said, because I remember the card, and it's the card that symbolizes to me when you feel backed into a corner and you don't know how to get out. And I'll tell my clients, the only person who can put the dynamite under your butt is you. So sometimes you don't know what's the right direction, but at least choosing a direction, you'll learn that it wasn't the right direction. But you'll never know that going right was wrong and left is correct if you don't at least take a chance. So you've got to kind of be in it to win it. So how many lottery cards do we lose to that one that somebody somewhere, maybe us, wins? You've got to be in it to win it. And that's what the answer is here, is that go after, make a choice, make a decision, and just do it already. There's victory on the other end. So somehow, and the world card, that's pretty major. That's a major arcana card. So just by taking a chance and going to that audition or that job interview, and you might go to that interview and say, I didn't want this anyway. I thought that this is what I wanted. I don't want it anyway. Now I'm going to go to something else, and it is what I wanted. They're really nice cards. And I'm happy to see that, Eights, because I got to tell you, everybody else didn't get such nice cards. So you enjoy it. By God, you enjoy it this month of September 2020. Eights, I'm going to see you next time when you're in your month of endings in October. Okay, Eights, for now, if you haven't subscribed, please do. I'd love to have you. And if you'd like to know more about me, then jump onto my website at gemmaswindow@gmail.com. See you next time, Eights. Bye for now.